Korean food maniac. 김치가 missionary. So welcome everyone. So we will begin our first K-food recipe cooking competition. My name is Sarah Kim Lee. I am the host and I also organize the event. Korean food is gaining a lot of popularity. And kimchi is just about everywhere, right? The main ingredients that we asked for our participant was using 떡, 가래떡. So 가래떡 is cooked rice and it's pounded into a long strips and it comes in many forms. So we had many people entering the competition and there were some people there who disqualified because they didn't follow the instructions. Gavin won because he followed his instructions. This event is sponsored and it's made possible because of Consulate General of Republic of Korea in San Francisco.
Hi everyone. This event is actually part of, as you said, our consulate's Korea Week 2020, along with other events like Korea movie, Korea beauty, and Korea ceramic painting, Korea Least contest. In recent years, Korean food is growing popular. Many people even wanna cook it in their homes. So to meet this demand, we are providing the chances to learn how to cook Korean food in their homes. A huge number of video recordings of showing it on YouTube. So I hope you will enjoy this program as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Consul General Park. He mentioned about K-Week. So what is K-Week? K-Week is a week of celebration near Korean Thanksgiving, Chuseok, or Korea National Founding Day. Today, we made a decision, so we have award recipients here. So like I said, first place was Gavin. So I'll ask Gavin a little bit about his dish.
My name is Gavin Tachibana. I live in Berkeley, California. I actually work 2 blocks down here at the American Academy of Ophthalmology. Happy to have my colleagues here to celebrate with. So I made garé떡 stew with oxtail. What I wanted to do was figure out how to incorporate the rice cake into some hearty dish. The only time I've had oxtail stew is in Hawaii, but I figure why not try it. And when I do the presentation, I'll tell you a little bit about the sauce. I tried to draw on several different cultures and the travels that I've taken over the years. And thank you for having me, Consulate General and everybody. Thank you for your time.
My name's Margaret Hanley, and I also live in Berkeley. I live across the street from Sarah, by coincidence. So I've been learning about delicious Korean food for a long time, the best way possible by actually getting to have extra dishes sometimes when she makes a lot. I work at UCSF. I'm an epidemiologist. I spend a lot of time on COVID right now, and Korea doing the right thing. So just want to call that out. My dish is sort of a take on pasta. So I really like that this rice cake, which I've only been introduced to recently, is something that is a nice alternative to wheat-based pastas and things like that. I made a pasta dish, and I rice into the letters vote to encourage everybody to vote. So that's my dish. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. Lastly, we have Chef Yoon. He is not a participant, but he is going to demonstrate a dish. Owner and chef at a restaurant called Sal, S-S-A-L, which means rice. He is also going to be featured at Korean Center in San Francisco. He is graciously, he's a judge, but he's graciously is here to demonstrate his dish for us. Thank you. So,
All right, so my dish is simple garden pesto. A few weeks ago this summer, we had a lot of basil, in our yard, and so this is a very strong tasting green sauce. Here's my boat letters, which if I could be skillful, I'll arrange in the dish as I put the oil in. After you've made the sauce, it's really easy. You just are adding the pasta to saute it because the sauce is already fully cooked.
Who cut out your boat letters?
Okay, so the truth comes out. This morning, my husband cut my boat letters for me because I have to do a work call. The sauce is already pre-cooked, so you don't have to do a whole lot to it. If it's a little bit chewy or extra stiff, you can put it really quickly in water. My daughter was very appreciative of this. I sent it to her after I put the pasta on it. She really wants the green party to win, so she liked that I had green pasta. Yeah, so you can just blend it all in.
Thank you.
All right, sure.
Okay, thanks Sarah. Maybe I went a little overboard here, but here we go. We'll start with the oxtail stew. I tried to speed up the process a little bit. Soak the oxtails in cold water for an hour to clean them. After that, I marinated them in this brown braising liquid, basically a heavy type of soy sauce. And then at home, right before I came here, I braised them for about 20 minutes. I'll reheat them now for the oxtail.
Can you use other meat as well, or just the oxtail?
I think you can use probably just about any type of meat, but this is a fatty meat, so it renders a lot of flavor and fat. In doing this recipe, I shopped at Koreana Plaza so many times, so I found a lot of new things to meet. But the chives in this green stove are so beautiful to me, so
I never had so many cameras in front
This
of
is
me. It's okay.
well, nerve-wracking. You can all watch my horrible shopping technique.
Yeah, just don't touch your fingers.
No. Oxtails were already brown, but I'm reheating them, and that's what they look like after about 20, 25 minutes. So just set these aside. But I got these at the Korean supermarket. They seem to be the cleanest and cuts just the right size.
It's American ox, not Korean ox.
Oh, now the good stuff is coming out.
Deglaze the
yeah.
pot with some soju, just to be a little festive, right? So 2 onions, garlic,
So this is not only a Korean dish, but it's a hodgepodge of all cultures.
Really nice.
Oxtail stew is popular in a lot of countries.
Witches would give it away because nobody ate it.
Oh wow. Okay, put the oxtails back in, cover this with water, bring it to a boil.
I see.
What I wanted to do was make a sauce that had all the different Asian elements to evoke the senses. I called it you saw the video, I called it the Asian power sauce. Put 3 tablespoons brown sugar.
Oh,
Hello Kitty. You don't have to use Hello Kitty.
Secret ingredient.
It's here. 3 tablespoons soy sauce. I'll just approximate.
Gochujang.
Gochujang paste. Right? You got me into this. So now I can't stop using it in everything.
It's
Chili.
a red chili pepper flakes, and it's fermented. Yeah, it has all kinds of other good stuff, and usually it's fermented for about a year or longer. Some families will brag about how old their soy sauce is and how old their gochujang is. Korean food is slow food. We're talking about slow food, slow food.
This would be reduced down. This would go in the second hour. So
Blink of an eye.
yeah,
This
here
is
it
done.
comes. That's done. The finished product.
Finished product. What we can do is have the chef Yoon do his demonstration. Meanwhile, why don't you fry your
Fry it
bacon and
up.
all
Okay.
that?
All right.
He is the professional owner and a chef. You have to go taste his food.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. And I'm chef owner of Restaurant South, located in Russian Hill. and we are doing contemporary Korean food. We just want to show our audience beauty of the Korean, not only the food, culture. So we do our best to source a lot of artisanal the Korean arts and potteries, and we are trying to do the core value of the Korean cultures. Today I prepared, per our subject, some dish relate to the 떡, which is rice cake. I'm actually the grandson of the rice store, and then my grandparents strive our families after Korean War. They were selling a lot of legumes and grains and mostly rice on the local market store. Actually, today I'm gonna show the most popular dish that actually currently we are serving in a restaurant in version of that you can make in a home. This is the parboiled meat with the soy sauce. I'm gonna add up with the garnishes, but actually this soy sauce made with all the vegetables. Kombu, dried shiitakes, scallions, garlic, black pepper, bay leaves. It's a good thing about this dish, and then you can add any types of vegetable that you currently have in your fridge. But good thing is all about this is, I think, the representing the Korean Thanksgiving dish, the peak of the taste in this season. So I'm trying to reflect the seasonality as much as I can. So this is some of the garnishes that I briefly already prepared. Mostly this is all of them is local. This is a kabocha squash. Korean name is a 단호박. It's full of sugar in this season. And then this is the highlight. This is the 떡. So there's actually I went out for shopping. There's a lot of different types and shapes of 떡. And all of these are just my ideas, but you can use anything, everything, whatever you have available near you or in your fridge. But I'm basically adding all these vegetables. Good thing about this dish is it has a lot of different colors and flavors and vegetables based on what you use.
And show your shiitake mushroom. Look how beautifully it's carved.
Actually, this is what I just carved this morning. A lot of my friends just mentioned Korean food are too hard or too much labor to make the dish. But besides, if you nail down the soy sauce amount and corn syrup, you can put anything, everything to come out great, no matter what. Just wait until get all evaporated, make it nice and glazed and shiny appearance, and that's ready to eat.
Thank you. So we'll go back to Gavin. Let me show you another dish. This is our second prize winning dish. This is a rice duck, and it has pie crust, and it has tapioca type of middle, and then the rice cake is in there, and it's beautifully glazed with the yellow egg yolk. This is second prize winner dish, and then we have a last winning dish that it's a pumpkin soup. And so here's the third prize winning dish. This winner submitted her dish from New York. This is a pumpkin soup, and inside has duck in it. And it is beautifully presented with the fall color, the leaves, and a grape. Thank you. So this is my dish. It's penne pasta, but instead of pasta, it has duck in it. And the secret ingredient is kimchi. Please taste. So that's my dish. Thank you. We are going to have an award ceremony. First prize, Gavin.
This certificate is presented to Gavin Kachibana, Gold Award of 2020 K-Food Recipe Cooking Contest held by Consulate General of the Republic of Korea in San Francisco, October 1st, 2020. Sunjong Park, Consulate. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
This is Korean pen. You can purchase a lot more.
Korean apron. Thank you.
This apron came from
So
Korea.
from now on, your kitchen in your home is yours.
Margaret?
Here is Dr. Margaret Certificate of Participation. The same.
Thank you so much. I feel like I'm getting robed with somebody graduating.
Why don't we taste our food that we have our participants prepare? Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming and thank you for supporting us. And we hope to see you next year at a bigger and better event. Thank you.
호박을 좋아했어.
다행입니다.
근데 이게 아주 달지도 않고 호박의 맛이 그대로 살아있어.
And also, I really would like to thank the Surisan owner, Jeannie, providing this beautiful space and providing all the complimentary foods and things like that.
I'm the owner of this restaurant, Surisan. Yeah, I'm very honored and happy to help this kind of Korean event. Yeah. And thanks for coming and please enjoy all Korean food. Yes. Thank you.
안 되면 이제 싸가지고 가야 돼.
Thank you so much for having me here to the Korean Consulate General of San Francisco. I had so much fun cooking and entering the contest and actually winning. It was such a big honor to hear the feedback on my recipe. I have never been to Korea, but this contest definitely made me want to go. As soon as COVID, the pandemic is over, it's the first country I think I want to see and go to and taste more Korean food. So thank you for having me. This is so fun and it's such an honor. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
이번 행사를 하면서 이제 가장 좋았던 거는 샌프란시스코나 이런 베이에리아에서 한식을 통해서 이제 사람들이 좀 모일 수 있다라는 게 단지 음식이 아니고 이런 기회를 통해서 좀 문화라는 큰 틀에서 한국 음식을 음식이 가장 사람들을 먹기 좋은 아이템이니까요. 셰프로서 주위에서 좀 더 한식이 다양한 모습과 새로운 모습과 사람들이 쉽게 즐길 수 있는 그런 모습으로 다가왔으면 좋겠습니다. 이상입니다.
Hi, my name is Margaret Hanley, and I'm really thrilled and honored to have been part of this event for Korea Week. I love preparing the food, and I love learning about the other ingredients from the other people who were here, so thanks so much for hosting this. I'm really excited to learn more about using the different ingredients, and a couple of my friends want to bring some of the peppers and spices we've learned about in Oaxaca to blend with Korean food and share that with Sarah, who is my neighbor and friend, because she's inspired us so much to learn to do more Korean cooking. So thank you.
Thank you.
안녕하세요. 저는 K푸드를 책임 맡고 원래 일을 했는 이미영입니다. 세라 킴리이고요. 올해 많은 분들의 호응과 관심으로 코리안 쿠킹 컴피티션을 아주 무사히 끝냈습니다. 원래 주제는 가래떡이라는 걸 갖고 경연대회를 했는데 온라인이라면 그러한 아주 색다른 챌린징이 있었습니다. 지금 현재 코로나로 해서 팬데믹의 상황에서 어떻게 하면은 요리 경연대회를 성공적으로 끝낼 수 있을까 하는 고민도 많았었고 또 염려도 있었는데 레시피 컴피티션에서 많은 사람들이 아주 특별한 아이디어를 갖고 했었는데 보면은 페스토의 가래떡이라는 그러한 것도 나왔고 그 다음에 가래떡으로 그 라이스 푸딩 파이가 나왔고요. 그 다음에는 호박죽에 가래떡을 살짝 구워서 아주 크런치한 그러한 것도 있었고 그 다음에는 이탈리안 페네 파스타에 페네 파스타를 안 넣고 가래떡을 넣어서 이태리 요리에도 손상 없는 그러한
기발한 아이디어를 많이 나왔습니다. 꼬리찜이라는 요리를 통해서도 가래떡을 넣어서 아주 멋있는 요리가 됐고, 한국 사람들 음식이라 그러면 많은 사람들이 김치라고 생각하고, 김치가 지금 모든 많은 미국 사람들 집 냉장고에도 들어있는 요리지만 가래떡이라는 거에 대해서는 그렇게 조금 다소 생소한 것 같아요. 이번에 BTS가 떡볶이를 먹어서 또 그냥 난리가 났다고 하는데, 떡볶이만 아니라 가래떡을 응용해서 여러 가지 음식이 나오고 여러 가지 많은 사람들이 참석해줬고 어려움이 많았었지만 아주 성공적으로 끝나서 굉장히 기쁩니다. 감사합니다.